I'm coming for you, you son of a bitch!
Hello. Legal Vice is here. Welcome. Welcome to my channel. I am on one today. Elaine Bredehoft, I tried to be nice to you. I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt. I tried to do the right thing, but you had to go and let me down, and I am pissed. This didn't have to happen, but I can't let it stand. But first, let me give you all a big welcome for being here. It is now 8 p.m. here in Busan, South Korea. Giving you all a nice festive Friday shout out. Friday morning is there for some of you, and Friday night is going to start for me as soon as I get done with here. Thank you all for joining me. Where are we all from today? I am obviously still here in Korea. I haven't gone anywhere. Looks like we've got our mods in place. Our mods can never be praised highly enough. You're doing a great job. Australia checking in. Pringles man. Nice Pringles man blast. Wisconsin, Canada. Canada's a big place. Come on, Spain. Good. There you go. UK. Awesome. Now, what's got my knickers in a twist, you might ask? It's that damn Elaine Bredehoft. This town ain't big enough for the both of us. One of us has got to go. All right. Here's the deal. I started out coming hard for Elaine Bredehoft. I thought she was not doing a great job. I thought she wasn't doing very well. I thought that she just deserved a good public flogging for the poor performance she was doing on behalf of her client. But then towards the end of the 6-week trial, things started to change. Things started to change in that it sort of became... I started to have feelings of sympathy towards Elaine Bredehoft. I started to have feelings that, feelings of compassion, feelings like we should give her a little bit of a break. I mean, she has a crap client. She has a crap case. She knows she's got a crap client. She knows she's got a crap case. She knows that she's not in a good way. I mean, to the point where after her closing arguments, it was reported that she went crying into the bathroom. She knew she was having a bad day. And then sort of at that point, picking on Elaine Bredehoft sort of seemed like, it wasn't the sympathy that she deserved special treatment or she deserved to be let off the hook. It was just like the sympathy that comes from watching someone just get piled on. She just got piled on again and again and again. And it was like watching the idiot that has like 2 beers, one in each hand. He's standing on the garage roof over the trampoline and he says, "Woo, watch me. This is going to be fun." You know he's going to get hurt. You know he's an idiot for doing that. And then he jumps off. He hits the trampoline. He breaks both of his legs, flips off and snaps his back on the fence post. You can't help but feel sorry. You can't help but feel sorry for the idiot. And that's kind of how I felt about Elaine. I started to feel sorry for her because just watching her get just slapped back and forth and beat up in the press and beat up on the law tubes and things, it kind of engendered sort of a feeling like, she's the underdog, she's got these problems. It'll show them a little mercy on her. But all of that changed today. All of that changed. She let me down. She done me wrong. I tried to give her the benefit. We'll see what she did. I know it's been talked about a lot in the press. It's not a pretty situation. But before we do that, again, I want to welcome everybody that's here and say thank you for joining. Thank you for showing up. Thank you to the mods that are doing their jobs. And while you're here, please stop by and like, like the video. It doesn't take much. Just reach down there and click. And if you find yourself entertained by anything, or if you enjoy the channel, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. That means a great deal to me. Oh gosh, then thank you so much. Daniel Chapman starts off. Monetization, giddy up, bro. If you say, one more time, you have to break into, you got to know when to hold them. Damn. Thank you for the generous donation there, Daniel. It is much appreciated. And the only thing I'm going to beg for is the likes and the subscribes. But if you want to donate anything to the cause, it would be much appreciated, and I would not complain. Thank you for starting that off, Daniel. But welcome, everybody. Welcome. Now, what I want to do today is, first of all, take off the hat. I wish I could wear the hat, but it doesn't work with the earphones. Now, I've got Bluetooth earphones, but then I can't hear myself talk, and that's kind of weird now that I'm used to having my own voice being fed through the earphone. So got to take off the hat, and we're going to get down into this. If you haven't seen it, Elaine's been making the press tours of the talk shows in America. She's been saying some really stupid and ignorant things. And the best thing for her to do would have been to just tuck her tail between her legs, take her and her client, go somewhere else, and get over it. Take the loss, take the L. Lose in style. Be a good loser. Don't be a sore loser. That's all she had to do. Go back, lick your wounds, and come out fighting another day. But she is doubling and tripling down on the crap she's been spewing the entire trial. So I got to comment on it. Ryan, Elaine and Amber H on OnlyFans. Oh, dude. There goes my appetite. Yikes. Okay, Amber H on OnlyFans. She'd get my monthly subscription just to see what was going on, but if Elaine's involved, I don't think so. God, that's a rough thought. Elaine Bredehoft on OnlyFans. Ugh. Got to sterilize my brain with some whiskey. Now, because I'm talking about Elaine, I'm not going to waste any valuable whiskey on that. It's Friday night. I'm talking about distasteful things. Nothing's better for that than some good old Evan Williams Kentucky bourbon, some rot gut to talk about some rot gut issues. So, got the legal vices going. I've got a Partagas Millefleur, nice, lovely Cuban cigar going here. All right, what we're going to do, I got 4 videos I want to get through. Only 4 rather short videos, a few minutes each. The first one is from Fox News. We're going to go 2 from the liberal media and 2 from the conservative media. We'll do the Fox News breakdown. And the reason I want to do the Fox News breakdown of the verdict is because Judge Jeanine is there. Judge Jeanine is a kick-ass judge, and she doesn't hold back. So we want to hear what she thinks. Then we'll do 2 talk show appearances by Elaine as she somehow tries to justify the judgment as being what we talked about yesterday, being the end of Me Too, being a failure for all women, setting women back for years. And that's the bullshit that I can't let stand. It annoys me and it triggers me. And I've had a really bad day because of her. So we'll do Judge Jeanine. We'll do 1 MSNBC, 1 CBS, and then we'll go back for a wrap-up from Fox News again. That's what I want to get through. Damn. It shouldn't be this rough of a way to start a Friday night here, and I'm sorry for ruining your Friday afternoon or especially your Friday morning if you haven't eaten breakfast yet. This just might turn your stomach. It certainly turned mine. Rannigan, sorry, worth it just for your reaction. Thank you for the donation again, but we don't have to repeat anything about Elaine Bredehoft and OnlyFans in the same sentence, please. So anyway, hit like, hit subscribe. Let's dive right into this, and we'll get our comments rocking here. We are going to get right on it. Pull this up. The 5. Here we go. This is the 5 on Fox News, giving their comments on the verdict and the aftermath. But I'm just going to focus on Judge Jeanine's comments because they are incredibly important for what we're doing here. She strongly echoes the opinions that I have on this, and that I believe most of you have, if not all of you, because it seems that people that were taken in by the clickbait title yesterday quickly flipped the fuck out and send me emails and promptly unsubscribe from the channels. So let's go. Judge Jeanine, what do you got to say?
Well, she used the Me Too movement, and now she's betrayed the Me Too movement. You can't believe all women is basically what this case is saying. Judge, you were right from the beginning. I'm going to go ahead and say that. When we first covered this, you said, "I don't believe that lady." Those were your words.
Yes.
And you turned out to be vindicated, much like Mr. Depp.
Yes.
Exactly.
Look, here's the bottom line. For this woman to come out and say it's a setback for women.
See, look at that. She's getting in the position here. She's getting ready to lay into ye oldie Elaine. And now the reason I have to stop this every now and then is to avoid copyright strikes, because that's all we're doing today is copyrighted materials. So we'll have to stop it every now and then and make some comments on it. So let's get back into Judge here. Let's get back into Judge here. I said, where'd you go? Where'd you go, Judge? Well, that's not supposed to happen, is it? All right. I've gone and boomered us here. All righty. Let's drop out of this and drop back into it. God dang it. Call me incompetent, but she's got me riled.
I think she needs to understand one thing, and that is that what she did was harmful to real victims of domestic violence. And I'm sorry for saying it again. I started the first domestic violence unit in the nation. I have dealt with battered women for 30 years. As soon as she started, it was clear she was not the victim. She was the abuser. And Johnny Depp had lawyers who could take her.
And that was from the beginning. Judge Jeanine says from the beginning it was clear that she was the abuser. And I completely agree with that.
On this Camilla Vasquez was right on target with her. The tape recordings where she said, "Johnny, you going to be a baby? Are you going to tell everybody I didn't hit you hard enough?" It was difficult for this man to make a decision to put his whole life on the table, but he had nothing to lose. And
that is a very, very good point. How hard must it have been for Johnny Depp to come forward? How hard must it have been for him to sit in the courtroom and to tell the entire world about his drug habits, about his alcohol habits, to put his own violence against cabinets and breaking stuff on the line, to have his name drugged through the press by himself. I think, that's something to stop and think about. Elaine talks about how hard it is for Amber to come out and to put all of these SV allegations on public TV, but she got herself into this situation. She said these statements. She put herself out as being a victim of SV and DA. So she has to come out and substantiate those things.
When they said to him, "What have you lost as a result of what she did?" he said, "Nothing short of everything." And so she tried to promote herself as being part of the Me Too movement, that here I am, a woman who's being abused. And she said, the defense was, we didn't know it was about Johnny Depp. Are you kidding? 2 years earlier, she tried to get a temporary restraining order against him, and it was in all the newspapers. But
see, that's Judge Jeanine there, echoing what everybody else is saying. Elaine continued to stand on this idea, and Rottenborn continued to stand on this idea that Johnny Depp was not mentioned in the article. And we've all of the lawyers on YouTube, all of the lawyers around the world, and all the commentators have said essentially the same thing. You can say it's about Johnny Depp without saying it's about Johnny Depp. And I challenge you to find one person who genuinely believes that that article was not about Johnny Depp. Find one person that truly had no idea that was about Johnny Depp.
To believe. And I would tell a jury as a judge, if you find that one witness has testified falsely with respect to one fact, you are free to disregard their entire testimony.
That is the beautiful thing of the law. If someone on the stand lies about one thing, how can you believe they're not lying about other things? If a witness is caught lying about one thing, you can disregard everything else they've said if you so desire, because they've proven themselves to be untrustworthy. And that's what the judge here is saying. She's saying if Amber lied about one thing, you can discount everything else she said.
This woman lied over and over again, and I feel free to say that on television. She lied. She was a liar. She was the abuser, and he was the victim. And let me just say one more thing. For him to take on this burden, which is not only proof that he was defamed, that she was talking about him, but that she was malicious. That jury had to really see right through her to say she was malicious. And they found for him 10 million compensatory, 5 million punitive damages. That's to punish you, Amber Heard.
Yeah.
For taking on this guy's life and destroying his life so you could be part of the Me Too movement. Don't give me this stuff. You know, it's a setback for women. You do not represent women. You represent the worst of women who try to falsely blame men.
God damn, Judge, what do you really feel about that? Now, see, I can say as a man that she doesn't represent women, that it's not her argument to make, that she doesn't do this, but, you know, I'm not a woman, so it doesn't hold as much weight as another woman telling her that. And I've seen a bunch of you ladies in the chat over here saying exactly the same thing. That it's not Johnny Depp that set the women's movement back. It's not Johnny Depp that set the Me Too movement back. It's Amber Heard and Elaine Bredehoft and Rottenborn that set the women's movement back, that set the Me Too movement back. But the judge doesn't hold back here. And I tend to agree with what she's saying. And if any of you disagree with what she's saying, please, by all means, bring it and tell me why. I would be happy to hear it. But again, I doubt there's many people here that have a contrary viewpoint.
That's the end of it.
There you go. You know, Jessica, two-part question. Johnny Depp.
Okay. Wait, where'd that comment go? Kay not telling us I have a vagina and she doesn't represent my vagina. Alrighty then. Yep, I stand by the fact, says Joanna, that AH is the problem. Mo Jorison says my left leg is female and she doesn't represent it. Okay. Spooky Spoon says she's an embarrassment to all women, which is concurred by Donna Hannaford. Thank you, Donna Hannaford, for being an awesome, awesome moderator. Everybody is awesome here. I love my moderators. Please tell my moderators what a great job they're doing. I think they're doing a fantastic job. And while you're here, please like and subscribe to what's going on. It's a Friday morning, Friday afternoon, Friday evening, and we are getting into this. So that's an unfortunate pause place here. So anyway, that's what Judge Jeanine had to say about this particular situation. And she sets the stage. That's her opinion. That was the opinion apparently of the jury, because as she said, the jury came back and found not only that she lied about everything, that she did it maliciously. She did it with the intent to harm Johnny Depp. She did it with the intent to cause him damages. And that is not acceptable. And that's what the jury found. And to punish her, as Judge said, to punish her, they assessed her a $5 million punitive damage. Now, unfortunately, because of Virginia law, that judgment had to be, the punitive part of the judgment had to be reduced to $350,000. But again, as you've seen, even though the actual amount was reduced to $350,000, they can still say she was awarded Johnny Depp was awarded $15 million. What they were awarded and what the final order is are different. But let's get into these interviews. And watching these interviews is where any respect I had for Elaine went out the window. It's where any compassion, any sense of care anymore about Elaine went straight out the window. Yvonne Burns says, being a woman does not give you a free pass to be a bitch. She's playing from the Crucible 2022, the new witch hunt of men. Cannot disagree with that. Kelly Haney says, I am a DV survivor, and I felt the justice and justice for all survivors against our abusers and tormentors. Yeah, we're not getting a lot of sympathy. We're not getting a lot of sympathy for Elaine and Amber here, which is pretty much what I thought because, hey, you're here. But again, it got to the point where everyone was piling on Elaine so hard. I kind of got in on the mercy rule, in Little League baseball or things. If you're winning the other team by 85 runs, you just call the game so you don't have to hurt the little kids anymore. That's kind of how I felt about this. Just give Elaine the mercy rule. You let her off the hook. She blew the case. She did not perform well. I would never hire her again to do it. Well, I never hired her before, but I would never hire her to do anything for me. Let her ride off into the sunset. Let her lick her wounds. Let her go back to whatever she did before she went to trial. But she couldn't keep out of her own goddamn way. I try to be nice to someone. Crusty, crunchy old me decides to try to be nice and a little bit compassionate towards someone, and then they go around and shit on me, and then I have to come back and do this. I had other plans for what I wanted to talk about tonight, but that got derailed by this crap that I had to see yesterday. With that having been said, take your antacids, take your Pepto-Bismol, take whatever you need to calm your stomach, because here we go. Time to get into the analysis of what's happened. Let's see. We want to go here first. Okay. Ugh.
And we are joined now by Amber Heard's attorney, Elaine Bredehoft.
Okay. She's got a new hairdo in the past 48 hours. Why she got this hairdo, I don't know. But man, she's rocking. Now, this is kind of an American thing. I don't know if this was around anywhere else. But that hairstyle is straight out of where? Whose hairstyle does she have, chat? You tell me. Whose hairstyle is she rocking today? See if anybody gets the answer in 10 seconds. If not, we'll go for it. Whose hairstyle is Elaine rocking today? 5, 4, 3, turkey neck. Hillary Rodham Clinton. No, that's not what I was thinking. Turkey neck. She's rocking the turkey neck hairstyle. Of course she is. All right, let's see. Karen. That's a possibility. Meg Ryan, close. That would be a close second. I would go Meg Ryan with a close second. John Denver. Okay. That was a good one, Skippy one. Okay. Not who I was thinking, but that's now who I'm thinking. All right. Darth Vader. The hairstyle she's rocking, to me, is Mrs. Brady on the Brady Bunch. She's rocking the Carol Brady hairdo. Perhaps to look like America's mom, to look softer. But to me, she's rocking the Mrs. Brady hairdo. But I do like the John Denver hair. All right, the John Denver hair wins. Forget it. Carl Sagan. Yep. Luke Skywalker. Awesome, Ryan. Ryan's coming in hot. Rain's coming in hot with the Luke Skywalker hair blast. Boom. That's great. Again, I'm thinking Carol Brady from the Brady Bunch. I got another. Jude also says a young Luke. Okay, apparently I'm wrong. I submit that I was wrong. I submit I was wrong. It's not Carol Brady, even though it is total Carol Brady. It's John Denver and or Luke Skywalker. I like that. John Denver and Luke Skywalker win.
Good morning to you. It's good to see you. First question, how is Amber doing? We saw her hearing that verdict. It took a long time to read. It was a sweeping verdict for Johnny Depp. How did she handle it?
You know, one of the first things she said is, I am so sorry to all those women out there.
Well, Amber, go fuck yourself. You do not speak for women everywhere. Even as a man, I know that you did not speak for women everywhere. That's not what you, not all women everywhere were not alleging this in court. Johnny Depp was not saying that women everywhere defamed him. Women everywhere were not defendants in this lawsuit. You did not represent women everywhere. Bullshit. Bullshit, Elaine and Amber. You were representing Amber Heard. Amber Heard was representing her damn self. This is not some sort of judgment on all women and all men. And for her to say that, and first of all, I don't believe Amber Heard walked away and very said privately, I'm so sorry, I've let down all women. She probably said, Johnny Depp, that motherfucker, I'm going to fucking kill her. I mean, that's bullshit. I mean, from the first sentence out of her mouth, my damn blood pressure went through the roof. It's insane that she would say that. She knows she's wrong. This is not a referendum on all men or all women. This is one person who was accused of lying, who was accused of defamation, and who the jury found had actually lied and defamed another man. Another man? A man.
This is a setback for all women in and outside the courtroom. And she feels the burden of that.
Well, knowing the case and knowing the law, as you certainly do, it favors defendants like Amber Heard. Are you stunned that the jury essentially rejected her story?
That is a very good point right there. The courts tend to favor women in situations like this. I mean, just the feelings, the emotion of the jurors tends to favor alleged victims. You tend to be a little more forgiving when you're looking at the witness, when you're checking the evidence, when you're looking at things. You tend to be a little more sympathetic towards the alleged victim. So that means that Johnny Depp's people had to work extra hard. They had to do a better than normal job to overcome those biases we have in favor of women and are in favor of alleged victims. And that they did such a good job. Johnny Depp's team did such a good job. And well, maybe you could even argue they didn't do such a good job, even though Camille Vasquez was a fucking legend. You could argue that Elaine and Rottenborn did a horrible job. Did a disservice to their client. I'm trying not to demonetize myself by letting out a long string of expletives, but it's getting harder and harder, and we're just getting started.
Well, you know, really what happened here is it's a tale of two trials. Johnny Depp brought a suit in the UK for the same case. And the burden of proof.
Again, if I hear Elaine say one more time that they brought the same case in the UK, I'm just going to fucking explode. I'm going to explode. This case and the case in the UK were not the same thing at all. Amber Heard was not a party to the lawsuit in the UK. You can't even, I mean, that is just pure falsification. That is pure falsification. It's a pure lie. It is demonstrably false. It wasn't the same case. It was a different party. in a different country, under a different set of laws, under totally different facts and circumstances. And the fact that she knows she's doing this is why any feelings of sympathy, any sympathy that I had for her went straight out the window, because she knowingly has lied. And let's clear these things off before it gets too late here. Daniel Chapman again. Oh, thank you very much again. Shout out to my bro Carl, who got out of his wheelchair and walked today. It was a justice miracle. Wow. Hey, bro, Carl, that's great to hear. Awesome. Electric Gamer, thank you so much for your donation. This is a major setback on Elaine's profession. Yeah, I can't imagine anyone's going to be rushing out to hire Elaine anytime soon. She's defaming the jury and the judgment. Oh, we'll get to her throwing the freaking jury under the bus here in just a second. Yeah, she is manipulating the truth. She's not manipulating the truth. She's fucking lying. There's no manipulating of the truth going on here. She is on the road to hell. I hope she's not in hell, because I'm going to be there and I don't want to see her there. There's got to be like, outer darkness or into the void or something where she can go. Because I'm going to hell and I don't want her to be there. That'd be like a major downer in hell. God, maybe hell is just an entire plane of existence with Elaine's. That'll make me go back to church again. Ew. Fabio Grillo says, blowing that fat brown cigar and chill. Let Luke Skywalker, if he had that turkey neck meat and worked for the dark side, talk herself out. Self KO. But what she's doing is she's trying to she's essentially retrying this case in the court of public opinion. She is gaslighting or attempting to gaslight the entire planet. She is trying to gaslight you. She's trying to gaslight me. She's trying to gaslight everybody. It's the Shaggy song. Hey, Amber Heard lied. Wasn't me. Amber Heard did this. Wasn't me. She's, the jury did this. What? She's just trying to gaslight everybody to make us think that we don't understand what the hell's going on. And she's doing it with a straight fucking face. And that enrages me, if you couldn't tell. The power of Christ compels you, says Sepneposkaya. We need to exercise her. Father Marin, your mother eats cocks in hell. Anyway, that's seriously, both of these two in this picture need to be seriously exercised. They need to get their demons out. Oh, God. Jasper Cochran, thank you again for yet another gracious and generous donation. Take a deep breath. Can't have you being too based. It's Friday frickin' night here. I got booze. I got a cigar. Well, here's my feelings in a nutshell.
I am filled with scotch and bitterness and impure thoughts.
That's how I'm feeling right now. Let's let her have it some more. But first, Rosalie Ruse, she has drunk the amber Kool-Aid. She probably fucking brewed the Kool-Aid herself. Thank you for your donation, by the way. A Savage, thank you for your donation. Is there something that can be done about her lying in all these interviews? Or is it in JD's hands and he will not understandably Team Johnny? She's walking a very fine line. She's walking a very fine line. If things get out of control, she may find herself in a defamation suit, but she's walking a pretty fine line here. And Amber, she should probably keep her damn mouth shut before she does find herself in another defamation suit. Am I? All right, Brandon asks, are you in Busan? They just had a huge LOL tournament. That's a League of Legends tournament. Yes, I am in Busan, and I didn't go to it. It was taking place just down the street from my office, but I had to work. All right. No, we just answered that. Okay. Dustin says, Jeff. Dustin. All right. Got that out of our systems. if I wasn't worried about backwash, I would just drink straight out of the bottle at this point. Good God, this woman annoys me. So let's hear what other lies and shit she spews. Evo TKS says 20,000K, here you come. I've got 19,974 subscriptions now. 26 of you, just jump on over if there are 26 of you that haven't subscribed yet, jump on over and hit subscribe. Let's push me over 20,000 just for the hell of it. And don't forget to like and subscribe too. That's more important because that's the direct interaction with people. All right. Real Desserts, thank you so much for the donation. That is much appreciated. And that dessert looks freaking awesome. Dang. That's making me hungry. And then I look at Elaine, and then I'm not hungry anymore. And then I look at the dessert, and I'm hungry. Rain, thank you again. It's Friday night by me. I'll lift my Beck's to you. I've got some Beck's beer in the fridge. Kelly Joyce says, you're not getting notifications. Well, that sucks. Well, I think a lot of it is the fact that YouTube is sort of clamping down on the Amber Heard Johnny Depp stuff. I think there's a lot of that going on because all of my videos are being monetized limitedly. They're being throttled back on viewers. So I think it's just a part of the algorithm to boost the positive things and to reduce the negative things. Paul Forrester, thank you for the donation. Is Elaine close to making the same dumb mistake as Adam Waldman, defaming Johnny and acting as an agent for Amber Heard? Yeah, like I said, I think she's walking a pretty fine line here. And we'll get to the other things here, but we need to keep on moving because I have anger issues.
Proof was easier for him there. The son had to actually prove that it was true. And the court found there, and we weren't allowed to tell the jury this, but the court found that Mr. Depp had committed at least 12 acts of domestic violence, including sexual violence against Amber. So
why weren't you allowed to tell the jury? Why weren't you allowed to tell them how a trial that does not involve their client, that took place in another country, under another set of facts, under another applicable law, was not, why weren't you allowed to tell them about that? Because it had nothing whatsoever, not a fucking thing to do with this trial. That's why you weren't allowed to talk about it. Oh, and you conveniently forget to mention, Elaine, that Johnny Depp wasn't allowed to talk about Amber's past arrest records for committing DV upon her former wife. Well, how come you're not complaining about that? You can't cherry pick. You can't pick and choose, Elaine.
What did Depp's team learn from this? Demonize Amber and suppress the evidence.
Suppress the evidence. You dumb bitch. Suppress evidence. There's only a few possibilities here. Spooky Spoon says, poor Jeff. There's only a couple of possibilities here. One, you had the evidence and you didn't try to get it into court, in which case it's, I'm going to have a stroke here, in which case it's malpractice on your part. Or two, you tried to get it in, and for whatever legal reason, the judge decided that it was not allowed to come in. That's it. Those are the only two possibilities. You didn't try to get it in, or the judge found that it wasn't allowed to come in for some reason. Johnny Depp's team didn't suppress the evidence. Johnny Depp argued on a legal basis why certain evidence should not be allowed in. And the judge agreed there was a legal basis for excluding it. Sour fucking grapes.
We had an enormous amount of evidence.
Where is it? Where is this? That's another theme they keep going back to. They keep going back to it doesn't mention Johnny Depp. And we have this mountain of evidence. Where is the fucking mountain of evidence? Showing Johnny Depp sleeping in 43 different poses does not prove abuse.
That was suppressed in this case, that was in the UK case. In the UK case, when it came in, Amber won, Mr. Depp lost.
Yeah, let's talk. And very briefly, if you haven't heard anything about this case in England, there was some serious problems. Serious problems. Not the least of which was that the trial involved Johnny Depp suing the son for defamation And the judge's son worked for Rupert Murdoch, who owns the Sun. So the judge's son worked for the entity that was being sued by Johnny Depp. You didn't mention that, did you, Elaine?
But here's the thing. You were able to get some evidence that you say demonstrated abuse. You certainly had her testimony. There were pictures, documents, all kinds of evidence. But in point of fact, the jury rejected it. You argued in your closing arguments that if they found even one instance of abuse, and it did not even have to be physical abuse, that they would have to find for Amber Heard. And they didn't.
And
that was a pretty good question. That was a pretty good question. That was a surprising question from the MSNBC. Okay, this is the Today Show. Sorry, not the MSNBC. That was a pretty good question. Well, let's see how she answers. Is she going to answer that direct question or not? How come they didn't believe the evidence? You submitted these in. Why didn't the jury believe her? And what is Elaine's answer? What is Elaine's answer?
the other part to bear in mind here is nothing changed. The op-ed didn't even mention Mr. Depp.
She didn't answer the fucking question. She deflected it. Why didn't they believe your client? Why did they think your client was lying? Well, the article didn't even mention Johnny Depp. That wasn't the question. And I've lost another subscriber. Now I need 27 subscribers to get to 20,000.
By name. And so what basically they did here is demonize her. And they were able to suppress the medical records, which were very, very significant because they showed a pattern going all the way back to 2012.
Whoa, Screech, timeout. Does anybody know what's wrong with 2012? Think about what's wrong with 2012. And while you're thinking about that for a quick second, I'll burn through some of these here. Ray, and again, thank you again. It's Friday Night by Molly. You already said that, so never mind. I take that third thanks away. Real Desserts. Thank you. That makes me hungry again. Jennifer, thank you very much. Amber and Elaine are all about their own agenda. They don't care about the truth. Manipulative liars like them fool many gullible people, sadly. And that's one thing we might get to if my brain had thought about it, but I didn't remember it. But then you reminded me, so I'm probably going to forget it again. So I'll just briefly summarize it now. Amber and Elaine are the same person now. Elaine is doing exactly what Amber did through the whole trial. Think about that. Eric, just off work, Friday morning. Have a great day, everyone. You too, Eric. Congratulations on getting off work. It's Friday morning, which is your Friday night, so go for it. Enjoy your legal vices. And while you're at it, like the video. And if you haven't subscribed, everyone, I got another subscriber. We're back to 26 people left to hit 20,000. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. The grift is real, folks. All right. Oh, my God. Thank you so much, Renetra. Followed you from Mercada. Hi, and thanks for the giggles. Your enjoyment of my giggles comes at my blood pressure's expense, but it's my duty. Thank you again for your donation. I appreciate that. Donna Hannaford, chug, chug, chug. You'll be right in the morning. We need a new trial to discover Jeff, so you calm the fuck down. Everyone, please like and subscribe. We've got more things on the horizon. We're good. We're good. We don't need to call an ambulance yet. Johnny got his justice. I can't believe it. Adam Lauer, thank you for the donation. And let's hope it stays that way. Let's hope he stays with the justice. Oh my God. No subscriptions. We're 20. I can't do math. We're 24 away.
Of Amber reporting this to her therapist for.
Amber reported this to her therapist. Telling her therapist she was abused by someone is not the same as it actually happening. It would be a little bit better if we had those records in, but why don't we? What was wrong with the records? But it's still, I can go to my therapist and say any damn thing I want. That doesn't mean it happened. Go to your doctor. Take pictures. That will help.
For example, we had significant amount of texts, including from Mr. Depp's assistants, saying when I told him he kicked you, he cried.
Objection, hearsay. That's hearsay. But see, again, what she's saying, I mean, it's a shitty, horrible thing to do. It's wrong. And may not be entirely ethical. I'm not going to say it's ethically wrong, but it's dodgy at best. She's doing this invisible evidence thing where if only she's telling the people, if only you had seen what we had seen. If only you had seen all of this evidence we have. If only they hadn't unjustly denied us the opportunity to show you this. If you only knew what we knew, then you would see why she should have won. It's that, why can't she? Where are the pictures? She should be on TV going, they didn't let you see this. They didn't let you see this picture. They didn't let you see this picture. They didn't let you see this document. No. Colin says, oi, legal vices, take it easier. We'll have a re-showing of Scanners live on TV. Oh, that would be awesome. Nice Scanners blast. Extra internet bonus points to you, my friend. Mia 4949. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you. Glad to see you here again. Back into God, this is like a few minutes long and it's taking forever.
That didn't come in.
Is there any other way to interpret this verdict, though, that this jury, for whatever reason, and I hear you on some of the evidence that they didn't hear, listening to Amber Heard, did not believe a single word?
And that's because she was demonized here.
What the fuck does that mean, demonized? They didn't believe her because she was demonized. What, you mean for saying she was faking shit? Well, yeah. I mean, if that's demonizing, then she was demonized. They stated facts. Johnny Depp's team spewed facts at her. If that's demonized, saying you lied and then proving you lied, then she was demonized. If it's demonizing to say that this never happened and you're faking evidence, and then they prove that it never happened and you're faking evidence, then I guess she was demonized. But that doesn't, why didn't they believe your client? Because you had no freaking evidence.
Here, a number of things were allowed in this court that should not have been allowed.
Oh, yeah, that's the other line they're taking, too. Not only did they not let things in they should have, they let things in that shouldn't have been let in. Well, if that's the case, you didn't make the proper arguments to keep them out. You didn't object and then make the arguments to support legally why those documents should not be let in. That's on you. That's on you, Elaine. Go fuck yourself. Seriously. Inner peace.
It caused the jury to be confused. We weren't allowed to.
There we go. First case of throwing the jury under the bus. The jurors are fucking idiots. They're stupid heads. They're idiots who get confused easily by looking at evidence. Yeah, it's jury's fault. Yeah, the jury's confused. You're smarter than the jury.
To tell them about the UK judgment. So the damages is completely skewed. There are no damages.
Okay, I've said what I have to say about anytime anyone mentions the English court judgment, just through your head, listen to me saying it had nothing to fucking do with this case. It was against a different party, different country, different set of laws, different facts. Anytime anybody mentions the English court, just think of that so I don't have to keep repeating myself.
Stopped at November 2, 2020, which is when the judgment came down in the UK.
Let me ask you about social media in this case.
Here it goes.
Unlike any celebrity case, certainly I've ever covered or ever seen, social media was a part of this. And it was incredibly lopsided and vitriolic against Amber Heard. Do you think that had an effect on the case?
Absolutely.
You think jurors were aware of it? They weren't supposed to be. They're admonished every single day. Don't look at it. Do you think they did see it?
How can you not? They went home every night. They have families.
Here she is throwing the jury under the bus. Again, the jury violated their juror's oath not to do this. They violated the judge's instructions not to do this. There's the second time she's thrown the jury under the bus. Not only are they confused idiots, they broke their oath. They violated the judge's orders. That's what she's telling you here. Not that her... See, you're seeing why her and Amber are the same person? It's every fucking other person's fault except hers. It's every other person's fault except her client's. It's the judge's fault. It's the jury's fault. It's social media's fault. It's the English court's fault. It's everybody's fault except her and her clients. And that pisses me off.
The families are on social media. We had a 10-day break in the middle because of the judicial conference. There's no way they couldn't have been influenced by it. And it was horrible.
You know what else was horrible? They aren't supposed to know about what's going on in the social media arena. So what did you do during your case? I've ashed on my desk here. They're not supposed to know about what happens in social media, what's happening on the internet, what's happening outside the courtroom. They're not supposed to be paying attention to it. But Elaine's side, Elaine and Rottenborn, they were the ones that told the jury the entire country, the entire world is against them. They're the ones that told them that justice for Johnny is trending and Amber Turd is trending and all of these things. Everyone is sending her death threats. Everybody's saying all of these horrible things. They brought that into the trial. They told the jury in their case that the whole world is against them. Don't blame this on the jury. Blame it on yourself, Elaine. Take some responsibility.
It really, really was lopsided. And I appreciate your saying that. It's like the Roman Colosseum, how
Are
they
you
viewed
not
this whole
entertained?
case. I was against cameras in the courtroom, and I went on record with that and had argued against it because of the sensitive nature of this.
Whoa. Elaine didn't want cameras in the courtroom. Why do you think Elaine didn't want cameras in the courtroom? Elaine didn't want not because they were talking about sensitive things. You'll never convince me. You'll never convince me that she objected to cameras in the courtroom because of the sensitive nature of the case. She didn't want, in my personal opinion, cameras in the courtroom because she didn't want the world to see that her client had no evidence. Her client is a pathological liar. She didn't want to see that none of the client's witnesses could be bothered to come to court. She didn't want anyone to see that almost all of her clients' friends that testified are no longer friends with her. Can you imagine? Think about this case. Think about if there were no cameras in this courtroom. All you've heard for the past 5-6 years is Johnny Depp is an abuser. Johnny Depp committed the SA and the SV and the DA against Amber Heard. You get to trial. That's all you know, is that he's accused of doing these horrific things to her. You hear nothing for 6 weeks. At the end of 6 weeks, Johnny Depp is acquitted, or not acquitted. It wasn't a criminal trial. Johnny Depp is found not liable. Johnny Depp has won, and it has been decided that he was defamed by Amber Heard, and Amber Heard owes him $15 million. What would have happened? What would have happened in the media if there was no indication, if we weren't allowed to see why the jury found in favor of Johnny Depp? You walk in, he's this horrific abuser that's done all of these horrible and horrific things to her. He comes out winning. You'd have no idea. The jury made the right decision, and the people around the world, around the country, wherever, needed to see this. They needed to see the justification. They needed to see they needed us to see what they saw. This would have been a bloodbath in the streets. This would have been the great female uprising if women and men had not been able to see what the jury saw. And remember that she didn't want you to see what the jury saw.
But it made it a zoo.
Does your client want to appeal?
Oh, absolutely. And she has some excellent grounds for it.
I don't think she has excellent grounds for appeal, but let's look at this. What was Amber Heard's theme throughout this? I just want Johnny Depp to leave me alone. I just want to be left alone. I'm a human being. I want to get on with my life. That was her mantra through the whole thing. He won't leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I don't want anything. I don't want any money. I just want to be left alone. If you want to be left alone, be left alone. Don't file a damn appeal. Suck up the L. Pay your damn debt. However, even if it does mean you have to do an OnlyFans page, which, I bet if she opened an OnlyFans page, put up a few pictures. I bet she would make that $8 million in a week. Just because of curious schmucks like me who would pay whatever the initial fee was just to take a gander. She would make that $8 million in a week. Just saying.
We even had tried to get the UK judgment in to dismiss his case because he already had his shot.
Again, he didn't have a shot, you dumbass. He didn't. See, she wants you to believe that, oh, he had his shot in England. He lost in England. And then he comes here and tries to do it again. No. Again, insert different country, different judge, different law, different facts, different situations. Don't be gaslighted by this bullshit. He didn't have his chance. Amber Heard was not a party to the English proceedings. God damn it, that makes me mad. Ugh. If you hadn't noticed. And if you think I'm a lot of people like, this is not a put on. This genuinely pisses me off as a lawyer that she is doing this. This genuinely just gets my blood pressure up.
And that's one of the issues, but also a number of the evidentiary issues. There was so much evidence that did not come in.
Is she able to pay a $10.4 million judgment?
Oh, no, absolutely not.
OnlyFans.
Finally, in closing arguments, Amber's team argued that this would send a message, that it would send.
What do you mean Amber's team argued? Isn't Elaine Amber's team? So that's a stupid fucking question. She said you argued that.
A message that no matter what you do as an abuse victim, you always have to do more. You need to be perfect in order for people to believe you. If she did not get a favorable verdict, what message do you think this sends?
It's a horrible message. It's, as I said, a setback. It's a significant setback because that's exactly what it means. Unless you pull out your phone and you video your spouse or your significant other beating you, effectively, you won't be believed.
Oh, bullshit. Abusers are convicted every day in America when the victim didn't record it happening. What do the victims do? They go to doctors. They get medical examinations. They get records. They take pictures. They contemporaneously, at the time, confide in friends. Once you get to the point where you want to get out of it, you talk to people. You file reports. You take the pictures. You get the medical examinations. You have evidence that it happened. It happens every day. And it's especially egregious in Amber's case. It's not that she had to videotape it happening. She recorded everything. She took pictures of everything. Floors, walls, mirrors, broken glasses, picture frames on the fucking bed, little chipped pieces of wood. She didn't take pictures of any injuries. She may have told her psychiatrist about what was happening, but she didn't tell a physician when she's been drugged through glass, slipping on broken glass in bare feet, being savaged by a whiskey bottle, being beat countless times, having her hair ripped out. Not a single fucking doctor's report. That's much different than the ordinary victim of SV or DA. I mean, that's bullshit. If you're going to take a picture of everything and not that. God damn it. This makes me frustrated.
Elaine Bredehoft, thank you very much for your time this morning. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And take your vocal fry and go away, reporter. Okay. Inner peace. Inner peace. Inner peace. Okay. Got to calm down there. And damn it, she made my cigar go out. That annoys me more than you can know. All right. Just so we can bring this down a little bit. Okay. Now, Amanda Sparkle also said, when my ex beat me with rings on and I had to have reconstructive surgery on my face, that bastard went to prison for 40 years. That is domestic abuse and violence. So fuck you, Elaine. Amanda, thank you for sharing that. Seriously, thank you for sharing that. That's what people do. Ugh. If a psychiatrist is a medical doctor, yes. A special training in psychiatry, yes. But I'm talking about a general physician that will document your injuries, your family practitioner, things like that. Either way, there's none of it. It doesn't exist that we've seen. Morning walk through the woods behind my house with a cup of coffee and legal vices. Doesn't get much better. Thank you, Adam. I'm sorry to ruin your solitude and and cup of coffee. Jordan 23 is sad too for all victims of abuse or grape, because grape, for example, is always a headache to prove. I mean, what Amber and Amber V 2.0 did here. Yeah. All right, well, let's clear these few here. Just cleanse our palate with some great super chats. Real desserts. More of these real desserts. Thank you so much. Love your channel. She looks like Luke Skywalker and Palpatine had a kid. Hey, it's 2022. That can happen. Elaine and Amber are not doing women any favors at all. You're correct. Thank you again. Renetra, thank you so much for the donation. Just felt like sending more. Sending love from Portland, Oregon, home of Nike. Well, thank you very much for just feeling like sending more. You're wonderful, and I deeply, deeply appreciate it. King KDI, thank you for the donation. Does Elaine know the jury went online for a fact? No, and that's a thing. That's a thing. She does not know for a fact. That's a shitty thing to say. That's what I mean. She's throwing the jury under the bus, and she has no factual basis for this. She's just throwing out innuendo. A Savage. Thank you again, A Savage. You're awesome. Perfect idea. Okay. Why aren't they on their accounts? SM representing all their evidence now and photos. I think Elaine is wearing Amica cream and makeup since age probably beat her ass. Possible. Mallory Porter. Forget what JD can do. What can the judge do about this blatant disrespect to her and her court? Well, see, that's one thing I've been thinking about. Elaine is a Virginia lawyer. Elaine practices in the jurisdiction where the judge is. I don't know that if I was the judge and I was hearing this shit and Elaine ever came in my court again, I would have a very, very negative attitude towards her. That's the best I can think of. And back to Amanda Sparkle. Thank y'all for your kindness. Y'all are amazing. I'm doing well now, and I've dealt with my issues, but the lies are destructive and wrong, and it makes me very angry. Love y'all. Well, we love you too, Amanda. God bless you for being who you are. Have we all had a sufficient break? Thank you, Alicia Behane, for a super sticker that is awesome and cool and super appreciated. And again, shout out to the mods who are doing a great job keeping you informed. And here we are at 19,980 subscriptions. Share this video. Get your friends here. Let's bump me up just 20 more subscriptions by the end of this, and we'll be good to go. I just want to get to 20,000 just for the hell of it. Are we ready? Are we ready to get into the next appearance? Now, this next video clip, this next appearance is actually pretty interesting. It mirrors in a lot of ways the one we just saw, but in other ways, it's you can see. Well, you watch it. You watch the anchors, watch the reporters. It is clear from their body language, their attitude, and their facial expressions that they don't believe a word she's saying. They have to toe the company line and ask the questions, but you can tell they don't give a shit. Oh, sorry. It's Renitra. Sorry. Anyway, I've never believed that being who called herself a woman. Okay, Renitra. Sorry. All righty. It's time to bring up the next interview. We're halfway through, and I haven't had an aneurysm yet. So I think I'm doing well. Here we go. Our next little bit, comes to you here. Where are we at? All right. We'll bring this up. That's a haggard looking woman there. That's someone on CBS who does not do mornings well. And there's two colors you should never wear on television: yellow and white. Yellow and white are not flattering colors. But anyway, I'm not into fashion shaming or haggard, tired morning person shaming. But please like and subscribe. Oh, 16 more. Only 16 more subscriptions and we hit 20,000. If we hit 20,000, let's do something. It's Friday. I'm feeling stressed. I need to reduce my blood pressure. Alcohol is a sedative. If we can get to 20,000 subscribers in the next, what do we got about here left? About 55 minutes. I will fill this glass and just do a one shot with this glass. That's me committing Friday night self-deletion. A whole glass of whiskey down the gullet if we get to 20,000 subscribers in the next 55 minutes. God, I hate these headphones. I need to find some decent headphones. I mean, I wish I could just wear the hat with the headphones, because that would be awesome. There's like two things I really feel totally naked when I'm not wearing a hat and when I don't have my watch on. And I have neither my hat nor my watch on right now. So I'm feeling frustrated. Jeff is being Jeff. Thank you, Mike Smiles. Why is someone bad mouthing me? Oh, I don't care. Uh-oh. People are taking me up on the offer. Holy shit. We're at 988 now. Oh God, what have I done? Lol, naked Jeff. Yeah, that would be a lol. Nobody wants to see that. There's absolutely, trust me, there's zero people that want to see naked Jeff. I don't like this shirt. This is like my one cowboy shirt from home, but I don't like it because it makes me look like I have weak shoulders, and I don't. Naked vices. And I'm not even. Oh, no. Because isn't every hour happy hour? Yes, it's happy hour somewhere. Whiskey, the scotch is meant to be savored. Like scotch is meant to be savored. This is not scotch. This is rot gut Evan Williams bourbon. Ain't nothing going to be savored about that. All the savory stuff is back there on the shelf. Yes, Mistress Meg, I agree. Scotch, good scotch is to be sipped. Good bourbon is to be sipped. Good rye is to be sipped. Evan Williams is just meant to be fucking drunk. Can you get an earpiece instead of headphones? Yeah, I've got some good Bluetooth earphones, but these headphones are patched directly into the mic, so I can hear my own voice and I can hear my own levels, and I know what's up. It's weird not hearing my own voice when I wear the Bluetooth, because I never know what's coming through the microphone. But yeah, I do have them. So what I need to do is find Nick Rekieta has these inner ear things that are also wired, but they're like $3,000 for earphones, and I'm not going to spend $3,000 on an earphone. So yeah, I need like some inner ear earphones that have that are good quality. I'm sure Bose probably makes something. Bose makes everything. Bose probably has them. I'll have to look into that. My Beavers unit in the house. I don't know how long you've been here, but welcome. Everyone hit and lick the thumbs up. Slam, hit, bang, lick the like button. Follow me on Twitter. We're doing good. All right. That's enough levity. Let's get on with this shit show. And let's all get our blood pressure back up. Oh my God, we're at 989. 11 more subscribers. And then I've got to drink myself to death, which I don't mind because it's Friday night. And my blood alcohol content is running dangerously low at the moment. All right. Firing up the grill here on the oldie Cuban cigar. Cuban Partagas Millefleur. What a great cigar this is. It's going to get me demonetized. Because apparently YouTube doesn't like cigars. I did my cigar club video last weekend, my cigar lounge video, and they said, no bueno. No money for you. So, all right, here we go. I'm so tired of looking at this woman. Sorry to inflict that upon you. I was looking at the camera, looking at the chats. I didn't realize that you've all been staring at this like sun in yellow here.
A Virginia jury's decision to side with Johnny Depp and his
Decision. Virginia jury decision. All right. Sorry, that was mean of me. I apologize.
defamation lawsuit is drawing both condemnation and praise. The verdict came after 6 weeks of very dramatic testimony from both sides. She claimed that he abused her while he said she was the abuser. In his reaction, Depp wrote, "The goal of bringing the case was to reveal the truth, and that truth never perishes." Elaine Bredehoft is the attorney for Amber
Elaine
Heard.
Charleston?
Who's with us now, and we should
Was that her
mention
name?
we did also reach out to Johnny Off as the attorney for Amber. In his reaction, Depp wrote, "The goal of bringing the case was to reveal the truth, and that truth never perishes." Elaine Bredehoft is
Charleston is her middle name? She used to be a dude. No. Okay. Before I say this, are there any ladies here in the chat that have the middle name Charleston? Elaine smells of cat. Oh, I don't want to think about Elaine's cat. All right, I've been remiss. I'm sorry. We got to plow through these. I know people are waiting. Ramon Smith, thank you very much for the euros. Stronger than a dollar. All the love for Legal Vices. Cheers from the Netherlands. All hail the Netherlands. Maddie in the house with a generous donation. Thank you very much. No amount of coffee is going to soothe my rage at Elaine this morning. See, I like that. You're a caffeine addict. If you're ingesting caffeine to calm your ass down, you're a caffeine addict just like me. That's like me. I have to drink massive amounts of coffee to get my equilibrium right so I can calm down and sleep at night. Thanks for the awesome coverage. You make her slightly more bearable. Well, that's counter to what I'm trying to do. Alan T, thanks. Thanks for all the entertainment. No, thank you for the donation. You rock. Hugh Peters, Elaine revealing that Amber can't pay is really, really bad and a violation of the client-lawyer privilege. It could be, but I'm sure she was tasked with, tell them I'm a pauper. Tell them I don't have anything, although I just bought a $750,000 house in the mountains of California, Nevada. I guess it's California. Yeah, that's where in the Yucca, in the Yucca Flats, Yucca Valley. That's where she bought it. She just recently, in the last few days, bought a $750,000 house. Something that Johnny can seize and sell at auction. Sweet. Derek Crow. Wow, thank you very much. Have you discovered any good Asian whiskeys you would recommend? Oh my God, there's so many good Japanese whiskeys. If you can get like the Hibiki Harmony, if you can get the Nika from the Barrel, God, I mean, so many. The Yamazaki 12 is a ridiculously good whiskey. Korean whiskey, don't do it. But there's a brand new distillery that set up about a year ago called the Three Societies that are actually blending the first batch of domestically produced whiskey. We'll see how that tastes in a few years. But yeah, there's some really good Japanese whiskeys out there. Oh, we just read that one. Thank you very much, by the way, Derek, for the donation. And Paul Forster, thank you very much. Almost 500 people watching and only 309 likes. Come on, y'all pansies. Come on, pansies. Like and subscribe. We're 12 away. 12 away. We're 12 subscriptions away from 20,000. What do we got going here? Mia, the moron. Don't be so harsh. Elaine is my sleep paralysis demon. Okay, that's a thing. You're talking about that feeling of it's usually like a female, the feeling of like a female on your chest, like taking the breath out of you and choking you so you can't breathe. And yeah, the hag, they call it. I've experienced that a few times and it freaked me the fuck out. So Elaine is my new sleep paralysis hag. Is Elaine being compelled to do the chat shows or is she doing it of her own volition? Stupid is as stupid does. I think she's being compelled. She's not doing this of her own volition. She's charging by the hour. She's getting paid to be there. There's no fucking way she's doing this because she just thinks everything is right. Yeah, Amber is paying her to be there. And seriously, Rock Mia and the sleep paralysis demon. That was a good blast. Ugh. All right. We've got that out of the way. And we're 12 away from 20,000 subscribers. Do me a solid.
Is the attorney for Amber Heard and is with us now. And we should mention, we did also reach out to Johnny Depp's team, but they declined to be interviewed this morning.
Yeah. Johnny Depp's team declined to be interviewed. They're like, we won, bitch. We got nothing to say. Why would Johnny Depp's team show up? Like, we won. And she looks doped here. John, long last name. I can't subscribe any harder. Uh-oh, what's this? This is my Beavers unit says legal vices. Make sure you tell everyone any hashtag cut for Amber needs to be reported and flagged. Please beware of the trigger. What she said. Listen to the mod. Mods know. All right. Let's get on with this. I've rambled long enough. And watch what she says is virtually, she mirrors what she said in the other interview. But then she gets called on her shit.
Elaine, thank you. We're so very glad you're here.
No, we're not.
Thank you.
We heard Amber's reaction to the verdict yesterday. This seems to be a huge victory for Johnny Depp this morning.
Yeah, a major setback for women inside the courtroom and outside the courtroom.
An exact quote of what she said on the other program.
Because
Basically what this said, Amber had an enormous amount of evidence, although a lot of it was suppressed in this case as opposed to the UK.
The evidence was suppressed, just what she said in the last interview, which is still bullshit.
Okay, but look at all the women who have no evidence. All these women who suffer from domestic violence, domestic abuse, they don't have evidence. And basically
how is it that these other women who are victims of SV and DA don't have evidence, but they still manage to get the convictions? Weird, huh? Maybe they do have enough evidence, or maybe they just don't fucking lie to the point where where the jury can't believe anything that comes out of their client's mouth.
What this jury said is, unless you pull out your cell phone
Bullshit.
and you tape record your spouse beating you, you're out of luck.
But Elaine, I think it was bigger than that, because you had the evidence, as you say, but they did not believe her.
That they don't let her off the hook here, but you can tell they have to toe the company line. And they can't just wipe the floor with her. But they are asking good questions.
Why do you think they did not believe her?
I think that a lot of that was that it was Johnny Depp.
This is brilliant. She thinks she's going to be awfully cool. She thinks she's got them. Why didn't the jury believe your client? My client was Johnny Depp. They're wowed by Johnny Depp. And watch what she says. Watch the rationale she gives for why they would believe Johnny Depp. And to the credit of the interviewer, she counters it.
I think the celebrity status.
But she's a celebrity too.
Boom, bitch. Boom. Johnny Depp's a celebrity. They're blinded by the celebrity. Well, your client's a celebrity too, bitch. What's the deal?
And it's not only not
she's but she's a celebrity too.
Right.
But you have to remember, it's a tale of two trials. All the evidence
Again.
came in the UK.
Oh, fuck me. How come they didn't believe your client? Because Johnny Depp's a celebrity. Well, Amber Heard's a celebrity too. Well, we had all the evidence in the English trial. She throws it. She doesn't answer the question. She deflects. Why didn't they believe your client? Don't start talking about the English decision. Talk about your shitty client and her fucking lies.
Mr. Depp brought that one. The burden of proof was on the son in the UK because they had called him a wife beater and talked about the domestic violence. He had his opportunity to tell the truth.
See, again, she's conflating this. She is deliberately conflating these two issues. She is deliberately fucking trying to gaslight everybody by saying the English proceedings are the same as the proceedings that happened the other day. Different. I just got a text message from my brother concerned about me stroking out on YouTube here. Great pause. Yeah. She looks like Herman Munster here.
Then,
Don't
in a 3-week trial.
Don't
he
go
lost.
to the English
The judge
thing.
found 12 acts of domestic violence, including sexual violence, and that came out November 2, 2020. We weren't allowed to tell the jury that.
Well, it's a different system, and the
See, they're not letting her off the hook. They're not beating the shit out of her with their questions, but they're not letting her off the hook either. They're pressing. I'm kind of impressed that CBS is doing this.
judge, it wasn't a jury, it was a judge.
Judge,
Judge said it was
yeah.
substantially true. And that is significant, and I think surprised a lot of legal analysts. But, in this case, the jury not only didn't believe Amber Heard, but in ruling that she acted with actual malice, that means she had the intent to cause harm, right? That's a pretty high standard to have proven.
And it's pretty amazing since the op-ed never even mentioned Mr. Depp.
God damn it, Elaine. Here you go again. The article didn't mention Johnny Depp by name. I don't know how many times I can say this, and I'm sure you're all sick and tired of hearing me say this, but you can say the article is about Johnny Depp without saying the article is about Johnny Depp. Who else was it about? You were married to him 2 years ago. Then you say 2 years ago, this is just stupid. This is stupid. Elaine thinks you are all fucking idiots. She's thinking you can't put two and two together. Elaine, I don't know if she genuinely thinks people are idiots or she's just pretending to think you're all idiots because her client told her to. But I mean, that's just stupid. The article wasn't about. If you read there, I believe there was even testimony. That's why I tried to avoid all of the extraneous things during this trial and just focus on what is being presented in the trial because I didn't want to confuse things. But I'm kind of confused in my head. I believe there was actually testimony on cross-examination or a redirect or something where it came out that the ACLU had originally drafted the article and Johnny Depp's name was mentioned in the article, and they pulled the name out under advice from the ACLU's lawyers. But whether that was something that was mentioned in trial or mentioned outside of the trial, I'm not sure. But what happened was his name was originally in that article, and they took it out in order to try to avoid being sued, and it didn't freaking work. So there.
You have to remember that. What they learned from the UK case is to demonize Amber.
Fuck you and your demonize Amber Heard bullshit. I'm sick and tired of hearing that demonize Amber Heard. They didn't demonize her. She fucked herself by lying. Okay, this is my ADHD at work. Remember about a million minutes ago when she said that they have psychiatrist records going back to 2012. I asked why 2012 was a bad date, and unfortunately I didn't check to see if anyone got the right answer. But the right answer is Amber Heard had said that the first domestic violence incident happened. She remembered it so well in 2013. Now it's 2012. Now they've got these documents going back to 2012. Again, the story is changing and evolving according to whatever suits their needs.
Which is what they did, and to try to suppress as much of the evidence that came in the UK and did not come in the United States. But the other problem is we had cameras in the courtroom. So here we had, not only did we have a group of Depp fans that were there every day, 100 were allowed in. They lined up at 1 o'clock in the morning for their wristbands
Not really,
to be in that courtroom. But we had everything on camera, and we had tremendous social media that was very, very, very much against Amber.
It was pointed out that was the first time that a victim of sexual abuse had to testify on live television.
And I fought hard and lost that battle.
I don't believe that. Maybe she's right, but I don't believe that. I believe there's been other times where victims of SV or DV have testified on TV. I don't believe this is the first time. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But I don't believe that's true. I think she's lying.
Battle.
So-
It should not have happened.
So I am a former NFL player, and after a hard loss,
Okay.
What they learned
God
from
damn
the
it.
UK
Sorry.
case is to demonize Amber, which is what they
Oh, good.
did. And
I didn't ruin it too much. But former NFL player guy he's well based. He's in a good position. He makes some very good points. And look at his body language when the camera cuts to him again. His legs are crossed, his hands are folded on his waist. He's not taking shit. He doesn't believe this shit for a minute. And he makes a very, very good point here. And let's watch him make it. Sorry, we have to go back a little bit because
to try to suppress
an
as
idiot.
much of the evidence that came in the UK and did not come in the United States. But the other problem is we had cameras in the courtroom. So here we had, not only did we have a group of Depp fans that were there every day, 100 were allowed in. They lined up at 1 o'clock in the morning for their wristbands to be in that courtroom. But we had everything on camera, and we had tremendous social media that was very, very, very much against Amber.
It was pointed out that that was the first time that a victim of sexual
la,
abuse
la.
had to testify on live television.
And I fought hard and lost that battle.
So-
It should not have happened.
so I'm
Listen
a
to this.
former NFL player, and after a hard loss, it's easy to wake up and point to the other side. Oftentimes, I realized the better thing to do was to look in the mirror. What mistakes did I make?
that's a very good take. That's solid. This is an NFL guy who doesn't take shit. This is an NFL guy who is not putting up with bullshit. He's asking her directly after a loss. We as professional athletes, we as professionals, we look at what we did wrong, not what other people did wrong, what we did wrong, what our mistakes were, what our flaws were, and we analyze them. What about you? And what did she say?
As a player, what mistakes did our coaching staff make? And then how can we improve from there? Do you feel like you guys made any mistakes along the way? Do you feel like Amber made a mistake while she was on the stand? Because you're saying it's the celebrity, it's Johnny, it's the people who support him. But what about you and your team?
Well, and that's an excellent question. And to say, and Amber even said on the stand, I am not perfect. I am a human being. These people were giving her death threats. They threatened.
Stop. What was the question again, folks? Tell me, what was the question? Elaine, what did you do wrong? Elaine, what did you do wrong? That was the gist of the question. And she answers by saying, Amber admitted this. Amber said this. Which is bullshit. Amber never admitted to doing anything wrong. But she was specifically asked, what did Amber do wrong? Well, I mean, what did you do wrong? And she threw Amber under the bus. They are one and the same. They're one and the same person. Amber and Elaine are the same person.
To microwave her baby.
Oh, fuck off.
This is the kind of social media she was getting. So are any of us perfect? No. Is there something else we feel we should have done? Yes.
What?
Absolutely.
What?
I redo my closings 100 times.
Now, for those of you that saw Elaine's closing argument, that was a fucking mess. That was word salad. That meant nothing. That was ridiculous. And she's saying she went over it 100 times after. Well, you couldn't have done any worse of a closing, in my opinion.
Yeah, afterwards, whether I win or lose. That's part of being a good lawyer, a good trial lawyer is
Right.
There's always something. But I think that there were a lot of influences here that were beyond our control.
See again. What did you do wrong, Elaine? Well, I thought about things. She doesn't say what she did wrong. She just says, I thought about it and I reviewed it. My client said she wasn't right. But there's other things. What I did wrong is not important. There's other things to look to. Uh-oh. Holy shit. We're at 19,990 subscribers right now. 10 more, and I have to put myself into an alcoholic coma. Remember, if we can get to 20,000 in the, oh God, still 30 minutes. In the next 30 minutes, we'll do a full glass of whiskey. Why? because it's Friday and I like whiskey. So I'm not sure if that's a reward or a punishment, but let's get back to Elaine deflecting and explaining why these things beyond her control were what caused her to lose rather than her and her team's shitty arguments.
And I think the social media, it was like a Roman Colosseum.
Again, the exact same thing she said in the last one.
Describe the atmosphere here. And I have to believe that the jury, even though they're told not to go and look at anything, we had, they
throwing the jury under the bus again. Here we come.
have weekends, they have families, they have
they were not
media.
sequestered. They were not sequestered.
And the 10-day period we had, how could they not have been influenced?
But Elaine, for most people watching this trial, and a lot of people, as you know, it got huge views. It just seemed to be so messy and salacious and so tawdry on both sides.
Let's watch this very carefully. It seemed to be so tawdry and so salacious. I'm not drunk yet. I'm still okay. I'm not drunk. It was so tawdry and salacious. Look at that stupid cunt going, yeah, it was tawdry. It was salacious. And then the host here says, on both sides. And watch Elaine go, Watch that. She's like, yeah, tawdry, salacious, on both sides. She wasn't expecting that on both sides. She was expecting it to go all her way. Seriously, watch this. Watch her reaction when they say on both sides.
It seemed to be so messy and salacious and so tawdry on both sides. On both sides. And I think for a lot of people from the outside looking in,
that was so good.
Both of them were not telling the truth. And I think so messed around. A lot of people, as you know, it got huge views.
Watch this again. This is great.
It seemed to be so messy and salacious and so tawdry on both sides.
That was awesome. Okay. My Beavers unit, I was going to do this. She clipped me twice. Okay, let's burn through these here. Let's take a breather. Let's relax. Oh my God, where are we? In 1993, 7 more subscribers needed to boost us up to the 20,000 subscriber mark. I have no idea where we are on likes now, but please like and subscribe. Let's get through some of these super chats so I don't get behind. Surf the Skyline. I like that name. That's great. Surf the Skyline. Don't be mean to sleep paralysis demons. Sleep paralysis is no freaking joke. I've had that like 3 times. It scared the shit out of me. Thank you for your donation, by the way. Surf the Skyline. I really do like that name. That's great. I wish I was drunk. You try the Jameson Irish whiskey. Oh yeah, I've got some Jameson back there. I've got a couple different bottles of Jameson in the back there. And then I also bought 2 bottles of Egan's today. I've never tried Egan's Irish whiskey. Apparently, it's bottled by Tullamore Dew. I'm going to be doing on Saturday and Sunday. I'll review one whiskey a day, just fresh tasting. I've never tasted it before. So hey, if you want something from me that's not related to Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, come on in tomorrow and Sunday for my whiskey tasting. Egan's is apparently bottled by Tullamore Dew. One is a single malt Scotch, totally made from barley. The other is a single grain Irish whiskey. So we'll try that. Thank you very much for the donation. Electro Beard in the house. Thank you much. You've seen Elaine's law firm's website. No, I haven't actually. Huh. I'll have to go look at it. I'm hiccuping. I'm not drunk. I'm just hiccuping. Jasper Cochran in the house again. Thank you very much. Stream brought to you by Strong Migraine Pills. Yeah. And blood pressure pills. All right, where are we at here? Real desserts. Oh, again. I haven't eaten dinner. That makes me hungry. Looks like AH gave Elaine 2 black eyes. Amica. This is Amica country. To paraphrase. We've just lost a subscriber. To paraphrase Nate the Layer. This is MAGA country. This is Amica country. Heidi. Thank you very much, Heidi, for your generous donation. Their mountain of evidence was duplicate and edited pics. Can't argue with that. Wrong order of applying makeup. I have no idea, but apparently women were all over that shit. Lost friendships and sudden new claims. Well, Heidi, it appears as though you may have actually been paying attention to the trial. Congratulations. You're better than 98% of the people that are talking about this shit. Cherry and Max, thank you very much, Cherry. Dear Elaine, All of your disadvantages reflect your failures as an attorney. Cherry knows what's up. You should have overcome those things, but didn't, so you failed. Can't say it any better than that, Cherry. Thank you very much for the donation. And Angela, question is, isn't she acting as an agent for her client? Yeah, but she's walking a thin line. She's walking a line here. And then, of course, my mod's looking out for me. My Beavers unit, Jeff, take your index finger and touch the tip of your nose. She asked me to walk the white line before, but yeah, I'm just getting started. We can do this. See, we're good. We're perfectly sober-ish. We can do it. We're still good. But if we can get a few more subscribers and I have to take the entire glass of whiskey because I'm a man of my word, it may be different shortly thereafter. Oh, there we go. All righty. We'll finish off this interview. Just let me clear up these last two things. Cherry again, and you must watch Armchair Psychiatrist. A real Doogie Howser talking about AH expert witness. How did you end up in Korea? Thanks for all you do. I'm going to make a video about how I ended up here because I get asked that a lot and I don't want to bog down the chat. But real quick story, missionary, student, lawyer. In that order. Those are the things I did in Korea and I just stayed here. But yeah, I need to make a what the hell is wrong with you video. I got to clear some stars here. All right, we did that one just now. Thank you again, Cherry, for your donation. D-Flash60. I like that. D-Flash. When you asked what chicken tastes like, Gail King responded like Oprah. I got nothing for that. I don't know why you sent that. And I don't know what it means. And I have no idea how to respond. That gets 100 extra internet points. And I don't know why. Oh, we already did that one. All right. Back to the game. Oh, here we go. The woman in B&W. I admired the composure they kept from listening to Elaine's self-delusion. Cheers. Yeah. It's clear from their body language. They ain't buying what she's selling. But they still have to, be professional about it. Josephine Deraciers. Random question for levity. Ever seen Buckaroo Banzai? Oh, hell yeah. Great movie with lovable special effects. Great if you like sci-fi, especially with a good drink. Buckaroo Banzai is a great movie. If you haven't seen it, you're young. Watch it. You will not regret it. All right. Let's get on with this. We've cleansed our palate. Let's dive back in and go for it. We're almost done here.
On both sides. And I think for a lot of people from the outside looking in thought both of them were not telling the truth and that they mutually abused each other. Do you not believe that that was the case?
No.
At very best, I will give that they were both mutually aggressive towards each other. At very best. It was definitely not one-sided. It was not all about JD on AH. And my gut tells me it probably wasn't all AH on JD as well, but just she lied so much about so many things that they just chose not to believe her about anything and got Johnny off the hook. But mutual aggressive behavior towards each other makes a lot of sense. She can't even admit that. She can't even admit that her client did even that much. She just flat out denies that it happened.
That they mutually abused each other. Do you not believe that that was the case?
No, and that's one of the many misnomers. The way that Depp's team approached this was based on ignorance of domestic violence. It completely ignored the cycle of violence and just said...
What is the cycle of violence? I don't even know what that means. She's just throwing out words. What is the cycle of violence? Other than didn't Elton John sang that in The Lion King? Circle of violence. Sorry.
Oh, she wouldn't have done this if he had been hitting her. That was their approach.
So you thought that they weren't fighting fair?
Correct. I don't think they were fighting.
She thought they were unfair. In what frickin' way were they unfair? How was Johnny Depp's team unfair? Jesus fucking damn it. My cigar went out again. I forgot I had a cigar, actually. Forget it going out. All right. Why are they unfair? Tell us, oh wise one.
Fair.
And you think
Absolutely.
Amber Heard is, in fact, a survivor of domestic violence?
Yes, I absolutely believe that. And there's a tremendous amount of evidence,
Where is it?
much of which did not come into this trial.
Why not?
Did come into the UK trial. We even had more evidence. We had medical records. We had mental health records that went back to 2012.
Again, they're going back to this 2012 thing where Amber Heard testified that she very clearly remembers the very first incident, and it happened in 2013. Now we're going back to 2012.
That were contemporaneous. We had text messages from Mr. Depp's assistant
heard
saying, when I told him that he had kicked you, he cried.
So how is
Objection,
she today,
hearsay.
Elaine, how is she today? What
She's
is her
heartbroken.
next move?
She's right. Well, her next move is appeal. There were
But
a
she's
number.
heartbroken.
She is heartbroken. And one of the first things that she said when she came back from the verdict, when we went into the conference room, was, I am so sorry to all these women.
She said that?
Yes, she felt like.
See, she said that. That's like bullshit. She said that. Like you want me to believe she said that? Oh wait, where'd this comment go? There was a comment here. Damn it. Oh, I can't find it. Someone asked, do you still believe she was just doing her? Oh, here we are. Antarosi Music, Arteriosi Music says, still think this scumbag was just doing her job. Well, that's the whole point of this particular stream here. Like I said, that was my take from about a week ago until about 24 hours ago. Now my take is, fuck you, Elaine. You deserve whatever's coming at you, you disingenuous, lying woman. That's what I'm saying.
She had let down all of these women because she had more evidence than most people do. And yet they still didn't believe her.
Elaine.
And why not? Why didn't they still believe her? You tell me. Because there was no evidence. It's the Amber Heard ASMR. She lied. That's why.
And Charleston Bredehoft, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you.
Thank
We'll be right back.
Get her the fuck out of this stage. God damn this. I mean, he's not impressed. She's like, ugh, I just did my job. He's like, hey, she's kind of hot. And on that note, all right, that's what I wanted to get. I wanted to get through those three things. And now let's clear this, and then we'll get on to the final Fox review. The final summation. We went conservative, two libs, and then a conservative media source. Let's clear these little super chats here and things. So I don't want to. And again, if somehow I've missed a super chat, I deeply, deeply regret it, and I apologize. Highland Park is good. Sipping whiskey, says Yvonne Burns. Yes, it is. Highland Park 12. I know they don't go by the years anymore. They go by like I think it's like the Viking edition is the 12 year. The Highland Park 12 year is a fantastically affordable, great sipping whiskey. You are correct. Ben Pasta, $1. Thank you very much for that donation. It's appreciated. And then I hope you meant to actually follow it up with another one, because you did. If it was two and you only meant to do one, I apologize. But if it was two, you're twice as awesome as you were. And I appreciate it. We are at 19,997 subscribers right now. There's 786 of you in the chat and watching me right now. I would guess that 786 of you have not subscribed. Oh, 783. 3 of them just got embarrassed and bailed. There's 783 of you, and I would guess that there's not 783 likes on this video yet. So, hey, just click down there and like this video. And we are at 998 right now. 2 more of you subscribe, and we'll be at 20,000. Come on, who's going to be the victor? Who's going to be the victor? Who's going to make it 20,000? Come on, let's make it 20,000. We have 1998. We're going to put this in an auction here. We got 1998. Anybody want to 1999? Anybody want 999? We have 999. 999 going once. Oh, we have 19,999. Do we have 20,000? I'm going to do 20,000. Who can bid 20,000? Someone bid on 20,000. We're going to have 20,000 subscribers. We're going to hit 20,000 subscribers, and I'm hemorrhaging viewers because I'm acting like an asshole. No, seriously, we're at 19,999 subscribers. Who is going to pull the trigger and be, oh, we've just lost one. We're back down to 19,998. That's not how that goes. We're at 19,998 subscribers. Give me 2 more. Come on, push the love button. Push the love button there. We're 19,000. Oh, we are at 20,000 subscribers. Let's take the picture. Boom. There we go. 20,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. This is a perfect end. Oh, we're just dropped back down to 19,998. Well, fuck you, whoever the 2 were that subscribed, just to suddenly unsubscribe. God damn it. Oh, shit. Oh, we're back up to 20,000. I promised I would do this. 2004. Evan Williams, Kentucky bourbon. Not the greatest bourbon out there, but certainly not the worst bourbon. And it comes in at a solid 43%, 86 proof. And this is a large glass of whiskey. Thank you very much for your we just dropped back down to 20,000. Thank you very much for your continued viewing. Ladies and gentlemen of my jury, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate the 20,000 of you that have subscribed. I appreciate the 764 of you that are here now. I love you all. Thank you all for all that you've done. You guys are awesome. I couldn't do this. I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Cheers. 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 My mouth's not that big. Fuck me. Woo! Thank you. Call an ambulance. Ugh. All right, I think we're done with the whiskey for tonight. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate the 20,000 of you that have subscribed. Whew. Just wait for the breath to come back again. Whew. All right. Wow. In retrospect, I should have done that with a really good tasting whiskey. That was rough. Oh, fuck me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it hits the brain. Yeah, I've got about 20 minutes before I end this stream. Well, I got about 10 minutes before I end the stream, and about 20 minutes to make sure I'm lying horizontally. Thank you. Seriously, guys, from the bottom of my heart, 3 weeks ago, I had 173 subscribers. Now I've got 20,006 subscribers. Honestly, God bless all of you all, or whatever deity you happen to believe, or you karma, or whatever the fuck is out there. Thank you. And may whatever it is smile upon you. I appreciate it. Elaine is the Al Sharpton of Me Too. Can't argue with that. Ugh. To both of them. Electrobeard, your opinion of Jack Daniels. I can send you some. Jack Daniels is about $50 a bottle here. Jack Daniels is criminally expensive here. But some of the older ones like Gentleman Jack and things like that are incredibly good. They're just harder to find here. But yeah, I mean, can't shit on Jack Daniels. It is what it is. It's popular for a reason. It's the world's best-selling bourbon for a reason. And for me, I'm I'm internally sort of a whiskey snob, but in the grand scheme of things, the best whiskey in the world is the whiskey you like to drink the way you like to drink it. That's what she said. Mouth hugs for all. I'm not sure what that was about, but I'm sure it was about something that could be taken with a double entendre. Thanks, Beeve. Sebnem again. Oh, okay, we already did that one. 5 they're doing his the brain. Is I had the brain? Yeah, I'm still okay. Tinasha R. Thank you so much for that super sticker. You are an amazing person. That is an incredibly generous donation, and I thank you from the bottom of my soon-to-be incredibly intoxicated heart. Oh my gosh, where are we here? Things are pouring in here. Pouring in. Get it? See what I did there? All right, 2 more to clear off the board here. Andrew IRL, thank you for the donation, sir. Congrats, Vices. Thank you. Said Angels Envy Rye. I assume you mean you said it. Now that was Nick that said Angels Envy Rye was a great beginner whiskey. I haven't actually had the Angels Envy Rye. I've had the Angels Envy Bourbon, which is great. It's finished in sherry casks. It's great. Any other you suggest? A great entry-level bourbon whiskey is Basil Hayden's. It's very smooth. It's a 40% alcohol, 80 proof. It's mild. It doesn't have a lot of alcohol burn at all. Heavy vanilla flavors, heavy rich flavors. Basil Hayden it's an easy whiskey to get into. I would recommend Basil Hayden bourbon for anyone that has any interest in getting into the world of whiskey. Looking for a smooth whiskey where the proof isn't noticeable? Basil Hayden's. Look for Basil Hayden's. And if you can't find a Basil Hayden's, I would unironically suggest Maker's Mark, the basic Maker's Mark, 40%. Although a bottle of it was allegedly part of Amber Heard's anatomy for a short period of time, I would still recommend it because it's a good bit. My first recommendation for anyone who's looking to get into the world of bourbon would be the Basil Hayden's. That's a great bourbon to get into. With that said, I just want to wrap this up really quick with the retort, not the R word, retort, with the retort from the folks at Fox News, The Five, namely Judge Jeanine. Where are we here? Okay, this is their reaction to Amber's plan to appeal. You guys are awesome, by the way. Like and subscribe. We're at 20,005 subscribers now.
Amber Heard planning to appeal the blockbuster verdict that found her liable for defaming Depp, who is seen here living it up in Britain while mingling with his adoring fans.
And playing guitar
Amber's
with
attorney
fucking
revealing
Jeff
the
Beck.
actress won't be able to pony up and is complaining about the process.
Are you stunned that the jury essentially rejected her story?
A number of things were allowed in this court that should not have been allowed.
Elaine,
and it
fuck
caused
yourself.
the jury to be confused.
Does your client want to appeal?
Oh, absolutely. And she has some excellent grounds for it.
Is she able to pay a $10.4 million judgment?
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Absolutely
All
not.
right, Judge, what happens now?
Ladies and gentlemen, unleash Judge Jeanine.
Okay, so the attorney says that she's going to appeal. I don't know what she's going to appeal about. This attorney is talking about the fact that there was evidence admitted that shouldn't have been admitted. Let's hope she made a record for appeal. But one of the things she's complaining about is the social media and how that influenced the jury. Well, every jury is informed that they cannot consider newspapers or what people say or social media in determining what their verdict is going to be. I suspect that she'll appeal. I don't know if she has the money to appeal, but at the same time, if she doesn't have the money, any future wages she gets will be garnished. There's a judgment against her. It's a legitimate judgment. if there is an appeal, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't necessarily mean if she wins that there'll be a new trial.
I love Judge Jeanine. She is the shit. And I like yesterday was literally the first time I saw anything she's done. She is a solid based judge.
I think the evidence was overwhelming on the part of Johnny Depp,
Preach.
the plaintiff in this case. She was overwhelmingly seen as a liar and not a credible witness. And in the end, I think that, it's kind of interesting that she says, I don't have money when she just bought a house.
Right.
That's what I said. She just bought a $750,000 house in Yucca, which incidentally is right in the neighborhood of the Hicksville Trailer Palace, where they had the girl who said, "And you know how many pounds of pressure it?" Holy shit! Wow, that was weird. I just got bumped from my own screen, and I had nothing to do with it. All right. Oh shit, my microphone's out of whack. That was weird. I think God just shit on me there for a minute. Let me all of my settings are wanked off. That was weird. And I literally had nothing to do with that. It just like there was some weird glitch. Okay, there we are. Wow. No, not at all. That was literally nothing. I touched nothing. I touched nothing. No, Evan Williams. No. Did you split? No, I was just see. I just set my preset. Okay, the demon that has possessed Elaine. What the fuck? I can't keep my mic preset right. All right. That was weird. Oh, come on, Mike. What's going on? God is angry with you. Yeah, that was just like weird shit. The keyboard said, "Get your wanker off me." He's not drunk. The whiskey is. If you want to hear like a great song, go listen to Tom Waits. The Piano Has Been Drinking. Tom Waits, The Piano Has Been Drinking is an amazing song. It's a beautiful song with the refrain, the piano has been drinking. The piano has been drinking, not me. The Piano Has Been Drinking by Tom Waits is a great song. But no, I don't know what the fuck that was. That was weird. We got some Tom Waits fans here. Yeah, I'm not as think as you drunk I am. And the other one, don't drink and drive. You may hit a bump and spill your drink. But no, yeah, okay. Yeah, I honest to God don't know what that was. That took my shared screen out. That took my camera out. It took my microphone out. Where are we here? Let's bring up the God damn it. Okay, here we are. We have a lot of Tom Waits fans. That's like pretty awesome. I'm proud of you guys for knowing Tom Waits.
She just insisted on living in 3 penthouses she and her girlfriends that Johnny Depp owns. She was a taker, and we'll see what happens. But what she did,
that's an amazing
one thing
take.
that she did was she hurt battered women. Mm-hmm. She hurt the women coming forward, and she talks about how that she felt the wrath of society. No, you created a wrath that wasn't there because you tried.
That is some deep based shit right there. That was some deep based shit. Amber Heard created wrath that wasn't there. She didn't bring down the wrath upon her. She created wrath that wasn't there. That's some deep stuff there. I mean, like, honest to God, I didn't know about Judge Jeanine's existence until 24 hours ago. And I've been like watching some of her thing. She is spot on. She is solid.
tried to ride on the wings of battered women.
Ride on the wings of battered women. Jessica,
Is that a metal
good
song?
point.
Is that
Where
a
did
metal
the money
song?
go? Didn't Johnny
Ride on the
he
wings
just-
of women. Isn't that a metal song? I like that comment. Dang, guys. This is serious. No, let's clear some of these here. We'll make a few comments and then we'll wrap it up for the evening because I've been rambling for exactly 1 hour and I've been rambling for exactly 2 hours now. Okay, 2 hours. Nutella the Nun. I don't know. I like that name as well. That's a great name. Nutella the Nun. It's the last day of 6 years U.S. naval contract. I feel like a bag of amber turds, so no celebrations. Glad we got to celebrate a milestone today. Cheers. Cheers to you, Nutella. Thanks for your service. The U.S. Navy rocks. Andrew IRL, thank you for your donation. Congrats, Vices. Oh, wait, we already read that. Sorry. Out of here. Again, Basil Hayden's great entry-level whiskey. Run with it. Bring the smoke in the house. Thank you very much. Hey, good luck with a mega shot you took. Can you convince 20 people to get me to 1,000K for cooking and barbecue content? Grift like Nick. Yeah. Hey, sir, bring the smoke. Barbecue at its best. Go check out the channel. Go subscribe. Get the 20 people he needs because he gave me $5 to do this, and I'm gonna do it. So go check him out. Give him the love. Give everybody the love. The comments here. Barbecue is come on. Barbecue that's worth 20 subscriptions. Come on. Go to Bring the Smoke. Barbecue. 20 subscriptions. Thank you very much. Casey Leach, happy Boo has been vindicated. Boo did not do the poo. Hashtag Boo did not. Yeah, seriously, throwing your fucking dog under the bus? That's cold. That's just that's wrong and mean. Johnny Arbor 007. Hey, welcome back, Johnny Arbor 007. Appreciate your donation here. Blackbush. Bushmills Blackbush is great. Blackbush is a solid Irish whiskey. Bushmills Black Label Irish whiskey. Bushmills Blackbush is good. And another, if you want to like go up one notch more, the Bushmills 10 is that's apple juice. That's alcoholic apple juice. Bushmills 10 is just straight across the board apple notes. What a fantastic whiskey. Bushmills is a great underappreciated whiskey. Congrats on 20K, says Nadine Rose. I like the cool Japanese fox mask there on the picture. Great. Thanks for being genuine and sometimes funny. That's like a Johnny Depp full ring hand backhanded compliment. Thank you for being sometimes funny. Well, you're welcome sometimes. Fuck that. That was good. I appreciate that. Johnny Arbor 27 StreamYard dump. Yeah, that was like weird. It's like the evil spirit that's in Amber Heard and Elaine came through and possessed my computer for a minute. Hey, you guys, you're great. No, seriously. Paula Waldrop, thank you for the donation. You're making my day today. Thank you. Rock on. And we're here at the end of the day. I was supposed to be somewhere else 3 minutes ago, but I'm obviously not there. And I'm obviously not going to lay down after drinking that entire glass of whiskey because you motherfuckers got me to over 20,000 subscriptions. So I've actually got to go out and meet some friends for some drinking. And all right, okay. My Beavers unit, she's egging me on here. Legal Vices, please say she sells seashells by the seashore, please. I'm not drunk yet. That's going to hit my system about 10 minutes from now, and that may be a completely different story. But now, read this for your protection. Read this, Jeff. I'm reading it. We're good. Swan Lake Lady. Oh my God. Thank you for your generous donation. Next time you're in Brigham City, have a big Joe cheeseburger. Oh, from Peach City on me. Literally nobody else in this chat is going to know. Peach City in Brigham City it's like an old school diner, like a 1950s diner in Brigham City, Utah. They have the most amazing burgers. I mean, Swan Lake Lady, no shit. Like I have a ritual I go through when I go back home to Utah for vacation, and I'm going to be there again in hopefully the last week of July. I get out of the Salt Lake City International Airport, drive 45 minutes to Ogden, hit In-N-Out Burger, get my like quadruple burger animal style at In-N-Out Burger, and then I drive another hour to Brigham City, go through Fruit Heights to all the Fruit Heights in Brigham City is like fruit stand, like all the local farmers. It's a farmer's market where everybody sells these amazingly fresh like produce and stuff. And then you go a little bit further down, and there's this diner. There's the Maddox. Maddox Diner is amazing. Swan Lake knows Maddox. Maddox is a fucking awesome diner, but Peach City is like it's stuck in the 50s, and it's these great patties. It's these great burgers. It's amazing. They have the most amazing burgers, and Brigham City, Utah has the Peach Days Festival every year. Swan Lake, you are awesome because you live in Peach City. You need to appreciate what you've got there with Peach City Restaurant. Sorry to bore the rest of you, but Swan Lake needs a shout out for Peach City. That is an amazing restaurant. That's like one of my favorite restaurants on planet Earth. No shit. If you're ever in Utah, go through Brigham City and go to Peach City. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. I'll be at Peach City hopefully within about 6 weeks from now. Oh, Korea does not have good hamburgers. There's a few good hamburger places, but nothing like the US, and certainly nothing like Peach City. Peach City is literally the shit. Mountain Maxwell says, I live in Idaho Falls. I'll have to go down to Utah and try one of the burgers. Yeah, no, there's some great places in Preston, Idaho. You don't have to go too far south. You know, you guys have been awesome. I appreciate what we've done here. I've only been doing this for like 3 weeks, and we're already over 20,000 subscribers. And I hope you'll all stick with me as we move on past the Johnny Depp trial. And just to let you know what's on the horizon, like I said, tomorrow I'll be doing like tomorrow and Sunday morning, my time, which would be like evening in the US. I'm going to be reviewing 2 separate whiskeys from Egan's Irish Whiskey, bottled by Tullamore Dew. 8484 Jerry says, Jeff feeling the grift. Yeah, I am. You guys are fucking awesome. But like, yeah, I'll do like a couple of whiskey reviews over the weekend because, hey, this is Legal Vices. It's not only legal, it also deals with vices. And I'm going to deal with some vices on Saturday and Sunday because now we have more time that we're not just stuck in this Johnny Depp mode. So we'll do two whiskey pairings. And then Sunday, I have a very special guest. Sunday evening, like US time, Sunday morning, Asia time, Monday morning, Asia time. I'm going to be having an interview with a candidate for the Utah Salt Lake City County District Attorney. She'll be on here to talk about all these things we've been talking about the past few days. She's awesome. We're going to be doing a lot of things. I'm excited to get this Johnny Depp bullshit behind us. I'm done talking about it, but I'll probably talk about it more. But I want to move on to other things, and we're going to have other guests on here. We're going to do things that are quite awesome. Ivana de Sevilla says, Jenny killed it there. Congrats on the 20K. Enjoy the evening and drinking. I will. And with that, I've got to get out of here. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for pushing me over 20,000 subscriptions. That is just redonkulous to me. You're all great. And I love you all. And until we see each other tomorrow when I do my whiskey reviews, I'm Legal Vices, and I encourage you, I implore you, and I admonish you to enjoy your legal vices. Good night, good evening, and farewell. Goodbye now.